The painful past of Rocket Raccoon. After losing her connections with the Guardians of the Galaxy as a result of the Universal Church of Truth's heinous actions, Moondragon and Groot sought refuge at Rocket's abode to enlist his aid in rescuing their comrades. Moondragon was fraught with grief as she recounted the tragic turn of events. However, when Rocket emerged from behind the drapery, Heather and Groot were aghast and dismayed by his pitiful state. He appeared extremely unwell, with multiple tubes inserted into his corporeal form, and seemed to have a limited time to live. Moondragon urgently implored Rocket to reveal what had befallen him. However, he refused, as he believed he owed her nothing. Undeterred, Heather forcibly accessed Rocket's mind, as their friends were in dire need of their assistance, and insisted he cease behaving in a cowardly manner. Consequently, Rocket was left with no choice but to divulge his painful past. Rocket had been born on Halfworld, a galactic insane asylum conceived by certain scientists who considered a world teeming with lunacy to be a worthwhile idea. He had been bred to serve as a calming presence for the patients, as he possessed a plush exterior. His patient, Kevix, a war veteran with a crude tongue and haunting nightmares, enjoy having Rocket sit on his lap as they watch antiquated war films. Kevix had been kind to Rocket, but he was the last person to be so. When the scientists eventually abandoned Halfworld due to the hazardous conditions, the robotic staff was entrusted with the patient's care. However, when the robots proved incapable of handling the mentally unstable patients, their jobs were reassigned to the pets instead. Although Rocket was uncertain about the details of the procedure they had performed on him, he had been modified on a genetic level. He had always suspected that the Kree had been responsible for creating the Inhumans, but the truth was immaterial to him, as he did not yearn for his former softness. Despite the negative aspects of his experience, Rocket had some positive memories. He had become a sheriff and a ranger, found companions on his journey, fought in several cosmic wars, eliminated numerous villains, became a guardian of the galaxy, and had a loving family. However, things changed abruptly when his body began to betray him. The alterations the scientists had made to him were starting to unravel, and his body was rejecting them. He refused to be relegated to a hospital and forgotten like Kevix. Consequently, he commandeered one of the escape pods on the ship and left his friends behind. At the present time, Rocket acknowledged that he did not wish for his friends to see him in his current debilitated state. Nonetheless, he did not mean his previous words about being done with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and proceeded to journey to his clandestine laboratory, where he agreed to embark on one last mission to rescue his friends.